Planning a weekend in Rome but not sure when to go. Maybe winter to avoid the crowds, but worried it might be too cold, or maybe summer, like most tourists, but how much more does it actually cost? We visited Rome in both seasons, and in the next few minutes I'm going to show you the real price difference and which one is actually worth it. So let's get straight to the numbers. For 3 nights trip to Rome in the winter, for 2 people, hotels will cost you around 100 to 150 euros per night, so regularly 300 to 450 euros in total. Food will be about 80 to 120 euros per day for 2 people, so around 240 to 360 euros for the trip. Attraction included the Colosseum, Vatican Museum, and a few extras will cost about 110 to 130 euros for 2. Public transport is cheap, around 20 to 30 euros totals, so overall a winter trip comes out to regularly 700 to 1000 euros for a couple. Now let's compare it to the summer. Hotels jump to around 180 to 350 euros per night, which means 540 to over 1000 euros for 3 nights. Food stays about the same, around 240 to 360 euros. Attraction and transport also stay similar, about 130 to 170 euros combined. So in total, a summer trip will cost you around 1000 to 1500 euros for a couple. That's a big difference, but here is the thing. In Rome, it's not just about how much you pay, it's about what kind of experience you get for the price. Because summer and winter feel like 2 completely different cities. So let's take a closer look at what actually changes. We're going to divide this video into 2 parts. First, we'll compare the real differences between visiting Rome in the summer and in the winter, the benefits, the experience, and what you can expect. Then, in the second part, we're doing something different, a real crowd test at Rome's major attraction. We visited places like the Colosseum, Vatican City, and the Trevi Fountain at different times of the days to see when it's actually best time to visit, and how long you will really wait. When people think about Rome, they usually imagine summer, blue skies, sunshine, and long days. But winter in Rome offers a completely different experience, and in many ways, a much easier one. Let's start with the crowds. Rome is busy all year round, and places like the Trevi Fountain and the Colosseum are still crowded in winter. There is no escaping that. But the difference is how it's felt. In winter, the crowds are more manageable. You are not constantly being pushed or rushed. You can stop, take a photo, and actually enjoy the moment.
I want a perfect picture like this girl behind me.
If you think this is crowded, wait for the summer. Food is also a completely different experience. Restaurants are less crowded, service is more relaxed, and you can actually sit and enjoy your meal. It feels more local, more authentic, and less like a tourist rush. The weather is another big plus. Winter in Rome is mild. It's usually comfortable for walking, which means you can spend more time outside, explore more areas, and enjoy the city without dealing with extreme heat. And maybe the biggest difference is the overall atmosphere. In winter, Rome feels calmer. You see more locals, fewer tourists, and the city feels more real. So, if you're looking for a trip that's easier, more relaxed, and more enjoyable day to day, winter in Rome is a very strong option. It might not be the most popular choice, but for many travelers, it turns out to be the better one.
Because since we serve the breakfast on our rooftop, the rooftop it's not so big, so we try to keep it under 8 people per each slot. So before you go to bed, you just let me know when you want to have the breakfast, and right here in Via Merulana.
In the winter we actually found much better deal on our hotel. For a lower price we got a room with a balcony, a beautiful view and breakfast included. It's one of those things you really notice. You're paying less but getting more. And with less tourists around, the whole experience just feels more relaxed and enjoyable. Now let's talk about summer in Rome. This is when the city feels more alive. The streets are full, the energy is high, and there's something happening everywhere you go. Cafes and restaurants are busy, outdoor seating is full, and the atmosphere feels very vibrant. The long daylight hours also make a big difference. You can start your day early, take a break in the afternoon, and still have plenty of time to explore in the evening. And the evening in Rome are really special. The city cools down, people come out, and places like Trevi Fountain and the Spanish Steps have a completely different, beautiful atmosphere. But with all of that comes the more challenging side of visiting Rome in the summer. Let's start with the crowds. Rome is one of the most visited cities in the world, and in the summer it reaches peak visitor numbers. Places like Trevi Fountain, Vatican City and the Colosseum are extremely crowded to the day. It's not just busy, it's constant. From early morning until late at night, you're surrounded by large groups of tourists, long lines and very limited space to stop and enjoy the view. If you want even slightly quieter moment, you need to wake up very early or visit late at night. Otherwise, most of your time at the major attraction feels very crowded. Another important factor is flexibility. In the summer, everything requires more planning. Popular attraction often needs to be booked in advance, and even with tickets you should expect lines and waiting times. It's harder to be spontaneous, and your day usually has to be planned around crowds and schedule.
Once again, you think you'll be taking your photos with the serene and calm vibes. Wrong, it's only for the pictures. There's a lot of crowding and looking for the right angle, getting in between each other. Do not eat on the stairs. The policeman will ask you kindly to move.
Just like in winter, prices don't really change, but the experience does. Restaurants in the popular areas are much busier, with lines outside and faster pace inside. The weather is another major factor. Summer in Rome is hot. Temperature often reach 30 to 35 degrees and sometimes even higher. Walking around the city in the heat can be hard sometimes, especially since most of your day is spent outdoors. You'll find yourself taking more break, seeking shade and slowing your pace.
All of a sudden, a great thing happened. Can you see the breeze in my hair? The temperature dropped and it started raining, so thankfully it's more comfortable to go to the Trevi Fountain. Let's go!
Overall, Rome in the summer has a very different energy. It's vibrant, lovely and full of activity, but also more intense, more crowded and less relaxed. It can still be a great experience, but it requires more planning, more patience and more energy. We only got 36 hours in Rome, and we are on a mission. Everyone always says you should wake up early to see the big attraction. But is that really the best time? Over the next day and a half, we're going to test it.
It's 1 p.m. and the Colosseum is crowded with a lot of tourists. We're going to return here tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning to see how crowded it's going to be.
I think it will be as packed as much. Because it's August, I think it's full all the time.
Okay, so keep watching and let's figure out together if my wife is right.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we're heading into the St. Peter Basilica and the Vatican Museum. Definitely one of the busiest times of the day. To our surprise, St. Peter's was actually pretty smooth. It only took us about 25 minutes, including security, to get inside. But the Vatican Museum, that was a completely different story, packed with people everywhere. So tomorrow morning, we are coming back early to see if the experience is any better.
Like the Colosseum, we will come here tomorrow early morning as well to see the difference between noon and morning.
I think there won't be any difference. I don't know why. I feel like it's not, I think it's just a myth that in August Italy is packed. I think it's packed all the time. I won't expect it to be any different than today.
Trevi Fountain is a pretty small area. Now when it's crowded, there is so much people, even it's only a couple hundred of them, it's become crowded, and you can see it's raining. We are in like 16.
It's not fun to stand in the rain, but if you're planning a vacation and you have only one day to do it, I can understand why people stand in the rain.
But this is the middle of August, you know. Only yesterday it was so hot. We almost died. It was so hot. Look, I'm with t-shirt, and now suddenly from nowhere it's raining and it's cold, and people still, the tourists do not give up. They're still coming. They wait in line. There is a new thing here in the Trevi Fountain. You cannot get inside to the pool to throw the coin. You have to wait in a different line, and there is a guy with a whistle, and everyone get inside for a couple minutes to throw the coin and then going out. This is insane.
And I heard that soon it will be with a ticket. You will have to purchase a ticket like in 2 years from now, or I don't know when.
I think from September. I think I will have to check it. I'm not sure
from now. It's now 4 p.m. and we're gonna come back later this evening, like something like 11 o'clock, and see how it goes. Maybe it will stop raining also. We're in Piazza Navona. It's my favorite place.
It's now it's 7 p.m. The place is crowded. I can see 800, even 1,000 people get inside here quickly.
And you have a place to rest your feet and spend like time here in the piazza. It's really nice.
It's only me, and the place is even more crowded now. It's like 10:30 and it's even more crowded. Maybe we should return in midnight. What do you say? Because I'm tired, I want to call it day off. Okay, can we go to the hotel now?
Of course.
Good morning. Now it's 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and it took me exactly 11 minutes from the security to get inside. 8 a.m. in the morning, and more people start to come. They all discover the real truth about Rome. Get up early morning.
The footage tells the story. Just remember, buy your Vatican Museum tickets in advance Skip the line or group tickets may cost a little more, but it will save you a lot of time and more.
I have no good news about the Vatican Museum. So guys, this is our conclusion about the traffic and crowded places here in Rome. First, let's start with the thing that we have behind us, the Colosseum. Now, we've been here yesterday at 1 p.m. and today it's 9 a.m. in the morning, and I don't see a big difference in the crowded of the tourists here. It's almost the same thing. The two major attractions that you're gonna have a lot of problem with a lot of people, it's the Trevi Fountain and the Vatican. Now, the Vatican, it's a one entrance, so it's so crowded. We've been there in 7:30 in the morning, and there was at least 1,000 people, no?
The Colosseum and the Vatican, you need to buy your ticket in advance.
Yes.
That will, and do it in separate days because it's too much to do in the same day. And all the open attraction like the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, this one you can adjust with the timing, like coming early morning or late at night.
Some things that you need to consider before coming here.
Like the experience itself, yeah? You go to the Colosseum, you think, wow, that's gonna be a memorable and epic historic place, and then you get like a war of selfie sticks. Or you go to the Trevi Fountain, you want to make a wish, toss a coin, and then you toss the coin into 5,000 people. You're dressed up for this Italian summer, and then it's pouring rain in August. It ruins your hairstyle, it ruins your dress. You're sitting inside the water of the Trevi Fountain, and then you get the picture, almost the picture you wanted.
You need patience if you want to make the good selfie. I hope you like our video, and if you do, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Tell us about your experience in Italy, whether it's good, whether it's bad, what did you like, what you didn't like, what preparation do you need to make and we can assist you with. Be prepared for changes and be flexible and enjoy.